Today we're going to go through bill of materials management within NetSuite. So from the home page, I'm going to navigate to Lists, Supply Chain, Bills of Materials. This is going to show me the list of all bills of materials that I currently have. I can go ahead and view any single one of these, or I could create a new bill of materials by selecting this button here. Now before I create a new bill of materials, I'm going to show you the costed bill of materials inquiry, which will show you the full overview of what a bill of materials is. We get there by going to Transactions, Manufacturing, Costed Bill of Materials Inquiry. I have that pulled up here. You'll see I have to set a subsidiary, an assembly that I want to see, a location, bill of materials, the bill of materials revision, as well as the effective date. One thing I'd like to point out is this top level only toggle button. We can go back and forth and only review one level at a time of the bill of materials. So what this top level only is indicating to me is this ULS 100S item is made up of these 5 components. But if I uncheck this, we can see what these components are made up of. So the ASY 201 is made up of these 3 components, and the ASY 200S is made up of these components. So you can see how the bill of materials kind of stack into each other. Now going back to our bill of materials, when I'm creating a new bill of materials, first I'll have to create the bill of materials and then I'll have to create the revision. Let's do that now. First thing I'd have to do is name the bill of materials. I typically name it the assembly item that I'm setting it for. So let's go ahead and uncheck this, and I'll click a specific assembly that I want to assign this to. CTM 200. So I'd usually name it something like that. Additionally, with being able to set it to specific assemblies, I can do the same for subsidiaries as well as locations. But once I have that, I'm going to go ahead and save this record. Now that I have the bill of materials created, I can go ahead and add in my specific revisions. So I'll click Create New Revision. It'll open this new window. Let's call this Revision 1 for right now. I can select any item that I want to be a part of this bill of materials. Go ahead and add in a few parts. So the first thing you'll see is we have BOM quantity and component yield. So right now, this is saying that it's going to take me 1 unit to make this, and I'm using one unit as part of the bill of materials because there's a 100% component yield. If I had a 50% component yield, I would see that I need to put in 2 in order to have 1 as a part of this bill of materials, right? So we have some flexibility here to work with the component yield. I'll typically start with them at 100, and we can also update the quantity here. So now if I'm creating a work order and I use this assembly, it's going to take the correct quantity. The next thing we'll see here is assemblies. We can add it to the assembly. And I typically do this if I'm making this bill of materials for a specific item. CTM 200. And I can set it as the master default here. Thank you for watching.